morning, everyone. This is Tony from her Homestead Skills, and actually I believe it's early afternoon. I have put another load of potatoes in my dehydrator. I'm keeping that tool running constantly these days, which is not a bad thing. Eventually I think I want to do some carrots and onions in the dehydrator as well, but at this moment I'm focusing on potatoes and eggs. Okay, I guess one of the first things I'd like to say is welcome to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate you coming on board and looking at what my channel has to offer. And I want to apologize for not responding to each and every comment that all of you have posted, but sometimes it just gets away from me. The odd video just seems to attract a lot of posts, and I encourage you to keep doing that, and perhaps even responding to each other when you can be of help to somebody else. There are times where I just cannot respond to every post, and there's just so much else to do, but I try, and I definitely read every single one of them, so I have a very good understanding of what people are saying, and I listen to you, and I believe we've had very, very, very good response to the last video that I put out. Well, not the last one, the one before that, in response to the warning from the farmer. That lady was extremely articulate in her post to me. She had what I considered was something very valuable to say, and I felt that it was worth a video, and apparently a lot of you thought so as well. It's been a tremendous amount of response. A lot of people have suggested that they had no idea, that now they have a better understanding, and that's what this is all about. Hopefully we can all learn from each other, understand each other's roles and positions, and I believe there was even the wife of a trucker who posted something where she explained how difficult it was for her husband to continue in his chosen profession because it was just getting far too costly to run his rig, and that a lot of truckers are going through that and giving up their trucks and getting out of the business. And all these things people do need to hear, or at least understand that these things are occurring, because it affects all of us. Now, I'm happy to say that probably 99.9% of the responses, almost all of them, were fairly positive and supportive to that video, and I didn't have any totally nasty response, which is really nice. I mean, we get the occasional one, every one of us do. There were a few that were. One lady suggested to me that she didn't appreciate, well, she appreciated the fact that this was perhaps my opinion, but that perhaps I shouldn't post these things because I didn't, she didn't feel that I had offered any solutions to the problems that were being posted, and I thought, well, I have to disagree with that. As far as I am able, from my position, my whole channel is a solution to some of these problems that some of these people are facing. It's true that I'm not a farmer, and I don't live on a piece of land, and therefore cannot keep chickens and goats and pigs and steer, and have no understanding. I have an understanding, but I have no experience in dealing with these issues on a first-hand basis. I certainly do understand where the farmers are coming from, but I believe that my channel does offer solutions for everyone. It certainly doesn't offer solutions for every scenario, no, because I'm not faced with every scenario. But from someone who as I said, does not live on a piece of land. I offer every possible solution that I can come up with on how to store and prepare foods and make foods from scratch. So I do offer solutions, and I would have to suggest to this person that she looked at one video and she didn't like what she heard and decided that it was all negative. I didn't see any negativity there, but to each, she has a right to her opinion. Another individual told me, "Oh, just get some chickens and stop the doom and gloom." And I thought, well, I would get some chickens if I could, but not all of us are allowed to keep chickens where we live. So, yeah, more power to him. If he's allowed to keep chickens, great. Good for him. I guess he can get all the eggs he wants. I guess today I want to ask a question. Is it doom and gloom, or is it fair warning? And the reason I ask that question is because there are a few of us, I guess, on YouTube these days posting warnings about stocking up on food, and that the times ahead just don't look very good, and perhaps that we should start looking after ourselves and our families in whatever manner we can to lessen the pain of what we see in our immediate future. And there are those that view that as doom and gloom, and we should just shut up and ignore it and it'll go away. And there are a lot of us, I guess, very like-minded individuals who think that we should be doing whatever we can to alleviate what we see as a lot of pain ahead. So I will continue to make posts on preserving food, and I mean, there's only so many canning videos on making chicken stocks that a person can bear, and I make chicken stock almost weekly at this point. And how many videos on dehydrating potatoes can one bear to see? Once again, right now, that dehydrator is running non-stop. Well, take one batch off, put another batch on, and that's just the way it's going to go for probably as long as I can. And yes, at this point, I am buying things from the store because that's the only place I can get foods right now. So, until I've grown some of my own, and certainly whatever I grow will not last, it's just supplemental. I still have to buy from the stores, so as long as the stores continue to have stock, I will continue to replenish what I have and store up a little bit more than hopefully what I need. That way I can share with perhaps children who aren't paying attention. Anyway, this is Tony from her Homestead Skills, and I'd say it's up to each and every one of us to determine, is it doom and gloom or is it fair warning? I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.